Okay, so, right, to get z by itself, I'm going to do tan inverse. And if I do it to one side, I do it to the other side. So z is going to equal tan inverse of 0.9004. And that's approximately equal to
68 degrees.
68 degrees.
Oh, 42.
Oh, A is not 68 degrees?
No, I was looking at number 1.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry about that. I did not.
What is it? 42 degrees?
42 degrees.
Okay. And then for B, right, I want to y by itself, so I'm going to do sine inverse. So y is going to be approximately equal to sine inverse of 0.2924. So it's approximately equal to 17 degrees. And cosine, I want to get z by itself, so I'm going to do cosine inverse to both sides. So z is going to equal 0.8387. 233 degrees?
33 degrees.
Oh, 33 degrees. I was like, that's a pretty big right triangle. Okay, sine, so I'm going to do sine inverse because I want to get rid of the sine. So y is going to equal sine inverse of 0.9563, which is approximately equal to
0 degrees.
0 degrees?
That's what I got.
Huh. Can I double check that one?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right.
If you get an answer, I'm going to be so disappointed in myself. I'm gonna be like,
It won't be you, it'll be your calculator.
Yeah. Like, let's say.
Let me make sure I'm in degrees. So function sine inverse 0.9563. Oh yeah, you might want to double check that.
I mean, 73 degrees. Oh my gosh, I was looking at number 4. Oh my.
I'm like, what the heck?
I looked at like straight number 4, I was like, oh, 2 degrees.
73 degrees.
73.
Ay, ay, ay is right. Okay, 73 degrees. Okay, questions?
No.
Okay, mostly that's just... How do you change the red? You go up to the little wrench button. And then push degrees should be highlighted at the bottom. It either says radians or degrees. You want it on degrees. We good?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're going to take that and we're going to do the same thing, only now we have a triangle, right? And it's not going to tell me which function I want to use. Remember, I'm going to use TOA, right? And so decide which one it is. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. And tangent is opposite over opposite over adjacent. And we're going to decide which sides they give me in order to find the angle. And my angle is my question mark this time. And we're just going to call it theta, by the way. We're not going to call it theta. That's what most people call it, is theta. And I'm just going to tell you it's theta. It's a Greek letter. It looks like this. And it equals theta. And that's what they use most of the time for angles. But since they haven't labeled them anything, we're just going to call it X. Okay, that's easy for us. We're just going to call it angle X. And it's a capital X because they're angles. Angles are capital letters. That's why they use the Greek letters there, theta, instead of our letter system where it has small letters and big letters. And they use little letters for sides and big letters for angles. So I'm looking for, I need to know what sides I have first, right? So if I look, I have the hypotenuse and I have the side adjacent. So which function is that going to be? I have A and H. Which one has A and H in it? Cosine. So I'm going to say cosine.
Or it's adjacent over hypotenuse.
Right, it's adjacent over hypotenuse. I have cosine of X equals 18 over 37. But I don't want cosine of x. I just want x, right? So how do I undo cosine? Cosine inverse. And if I do that to one side, I've got to do it to the other side. So x is going to equal cosine inverse of 18 divided by 37. So I'm going to put that into my calculator. And I'm going to get cosine inverse of 18. I think it says round to the nearest degree again. So that should be 61 degrees. Question? Is there a question at home?
I just got confused.
Why did you get confused? Where did you get confused at?
Round to the nearest degree.
Yeah, so it's 60.8, right? The 8 would round up, round the 61, it would round up to 61.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Okay.
Smart.
Okay, so let's go to number 2. So I'm looking at my angle. I'm calling it angle. You can call it whatever angle you want to call it. You don't have to call it X. I just call it X because whatever. It's easier, yeah. So what sides do I have? I do not have the hypotenuse. There's nothing on my hypotenuse, no hypotenuse. So no hypotenuse means I'm going to do tangent, by the way. So I have no hypotenuse. I only have one choice. That choice happens to be tangent of X. Well, then I'm going to find my other side. So I have the side opposite here and my side adjacent here. So my side opposite is 14. My side adjacent is 28. And I don't want tangent of x, I just want x. So what am I going to do? Tangent inverse, beautiful. So x is going to equal tan inverse of 14 divided by 28. So, oh, thanks for, yeah.
It's 26.56.
So 26.5, so it'd be 27. It rounds over the decimal just like the decimal wasn't there.
Oh.
So think of it that way. Is it just the decimal that's throwing you off?
Yeah.
Yeah, just pretend the decimal's not there and you're going to round just like that. But that decimal point tells me where I start at. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, number 3. Questions at home? Are you guys doing okay? All right. I hope some of you guys are getting some work done. I noticed yesterday that nobody did any work on delta math. And yes, I can tell if you do delta math and what day you do it, because the computer tells me. So, geez. Okay, so. All right, I've got x again. I do have a hypotenuse this time. And I have my opposite this time. So what is that? Sine of x equals 21 over 23. But I don't want sine of x. I just want x. So how do I get rid of sine? Sine inverse. So that gives me x is going to equal sine inverse of 21 divided by 23. Why are you unsure? What is it?
It's 66.
Okay. 66 degrees.
Ouch.
Questions?
Nope.
Zoomers, any questions?
Opposite over adjacent.
Okay. Still doing the exact same thing. We have my angle, which I'm going to call, I'm going to change it up. I'm going to call it y. Oh my gosh. Is that okay? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. I don't have my hypotenuse, but I have my side opposite and my side adjacent. So I know that it's going to be tangent of y is going to equal 101 over 47. But I want tangent. Tangent of y. I just want y. So how do I get rid of tangent?
Tangent
Nice.
Ouch.
And I get y is going to equal tan inverse of 101 divided by 47, which is,
Wait. My button won't want to push. It will be 65 degrees.
65 degrees. See, as long as I don't let him work ahead, he can just do the work on his calculator, give you the right answers. So when he works ahead, he gives me the answers for the wrong problems. Number 5, I'm going to look at my angle. I'm going back to x. Sorry. It bugged me that I didn't have x on there. Okay. Here's my hypotenuse and my side opposite, which means I'm going to use which function? Sine of x is going to equal what?
31 over 31. What?
31.
37.
There we go. 31 over 37. But I don't want sine of x. I want just x. So I'm going to do sine inverse. So I get x is going to equal sine inverse of 31 over 37, which is approximately equal to 60-some degrees again?
57 degrees.
57. See, it's pretty close to 60 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay. And number 6, the last one I'm going to do before you guys go on your own, and then I'll come back and do them again, but still. We're going to call this angle x. Hypotenuse. Oh, all the last ones on the back side are. Here's the side opposite.
Oh, no. It is.
So this is sine of x is going to equal
Sine.
20 of 42. So sine inverse.
28 degrees.
Approximately 28 degrees. Awesome sauce. Okay, so there's 4 problems that you guys are going to do. Here we go. So this angle is x. And I have tangent of x is going to equal 35 over 15. Tan inverse. So I get x is going to equal tan inverse of 35 over 15, which is approximately equal to, as Ketlin said, 67 degrees. B is also tangent, so tangent of x is going to equal 2 over 3. So x is going to equal tan inverse of 2 over 3, which is approximately equal to 34%. 34 degrees. I don't know why I keep saying 34%. Jeez. Cheese and crackers. So C is sine. So I have sine of theta is going to equal 8 over 13. So theta is going to equal sine inverse of 8 over 13, which is approximately equal to 38 degrees. 3 for 3. Getting much better at this math thing, or I'm getting better at teaching it.
I think you're getting better at teaching it.
Wow.
I'm both.
Cosine of theta is going to equal 39 over 42. So theta is going to equal cosine inverse of 39 over 42, which is approximately equal to 22 degrees. That's it, done.
Yes, sir.
Okay, don't forget to do the form, and don't do your adult math homework. Oh, Mateo missed the whole lesson. Okay.